there, Gonchos! How are you? Today we're doing something a little bit special. So I've been wanting to play games on my channel for a little while now. And yes, I know my channel is called Kaya Reads, but since I mainly play visual novels, as far as I'm concerned, it counts. And I'm starting my gamer journey with a very special game, Engraved in Cold Stone. It's a game made by some of my classmates as part of a project for college, and it looks so good already. Just look at the screen. Since I wanted to jump into this game as blind as possible, I actually don't know anything about the game except the fact that there are two characters that we can follow. One route is in English and the other is in French. So I'm going to play the English route for you, but I am planning to do the French one as well, like off YouTube in my free time. Before we start the game, I want to read the summary for you, just to have an idea of what we're getting ourselves into. Enter a world of fiction based on true historical facts and move forward into the game thanks to choices you will have to make. Click on the red sentences to discover the story of the character of your choice. Think wisely or you will be in trouble. Oh wow, getting me scared already. Become Jane Wilson, a British, witty, middle-aged woman juggling between her work life as a journalist and a spy for MI6. Oh boy. Or play as Gilbert, or should I say Gilbert Brunet, a wise young man from the French countryside. Confused about the Cold War being an unarmed conflict, he will travel to the USSR to study journalism. Alright, I'm super excited about this. If you're curious and want to try the game for yourself first, I'm leaving a link in the description. If not, then I'm just going to do it for you, alright? Play, let's go! Engraved in Cold Stone. I'm kind of scared, because I've played games like this many times and I'm kind of an expert when it comes to collecting bad endings. And I know there are bad endings in this one. So, yeah, let's go, start. Warning! This game is meant to be played on a computer. If you are playing on a mobile device, please use landscape mode. Alright. Yes. Next, this game is meant to be played in full screen mode. Click this sentence to talk. Are you going to jump scare me or something? Select your language. We're gonna go with English. You guys cannot French. This game is an interactive story. This fiction is loosely based on real locations, facts, and characters, but no event depicted in this game is historical or true. Have fun! To progress in the game, click on the red words or sentences. You might have multiple options. Choose wisely. I am a red sentence. Wow, thank you very much. I did not notice. Oh, the game continues. The characters represent the language displayed in the game. Jane is for English and Gilbert is for French. Select your character. We'll be Jane for today. Also, did I mention that my classmates did everything in this game? Like, they drew the characters, they drew everything included in the game, I'm guessing, and they developed the whole thing, and I am so impressed. I'm also very jealous. I wish I was part of this. Alright, let's go. We'll be Jane. Oh boy. First word and I don't know how to pronounce it. This is great. How do you say that? Cow? I would say Moscow, because that's the French way of saying it. Maybe I should have gone with Gilbert. Anyway, Russia, 1964. Jane Wilson, 52 years old, is a good-looking woman who is always wearing her iconic gray suit with a yellow and orange headscarf. Her eyes are always covered with gray eyeshadow and her lips colored with a pale pink lipstick. Her late husband's favorite. She is of average height, paired with small heels to make up for it. Even as a child, she was always smiling. A happy little being, always looking out for others. She met Edward Wilson when she turned 20, when they were both applying for a job as a reporter for the Daily News. She asked him on a date, not because she was interested in him, mind you, but because she wanted to find anything she could to help her get the job. Looking out for others does not mean giving up on one's dreams. Or that's what she thought. Oh no, I was going to agree with that, but oh no, did something wrong happen? After that, nothing went exactly as planned. She got the job, at least that was part of the plan. He did too. And 2 years later, in spring, they got married. Then, World War II happened. Okay, yeah. That wasn't part of the plan either. Oh boy. Yeah, she indeed lost her husband during the Second World War. This loss was awful for her. It affected her so much so that she could not bear the sight of her empty house anymore. Everything around her reminded her of her deceased love, and she couldn't mourn him properly. She realized if she couldn't be with the man she loved, she could at least devote her life to something useful. As such, she decided to leave London for a job that she found. Having no family and no attach in Britain, she became a journalist in Russia. She now lives in a typical 60s flat. On her desk, one can always find newspapers, clips, and article drafts. Near the huge typewriter she always carries between her house and her workplace. She found herself a new meaning to her life in her work. She has been settled in I really need to figure out how to say that. Hold on, give me a second.
2 seconds later.
So it turns out it's Moscow. You're probably facepalming right now, but give me a break, okay? She has been settled in Moscow for 8 months. She is working for a newspaper called Tovarish. That's Russian. She translates foreign newspaper articles into Russian for their editorial board. However, this job is only but a cover of what she truly is. A spy. Oh no! She reports to Britain and relays intel to the MI6. Is that a real organization or is this fictional? I don't know enough about history. I'm so sorry. She has connections inside the opposition against the current government. A classic spy, except she is a woman, which would not raise as much suspicion as women are believed to be clueless by many Russian men, especially the KGB. Lovely. Like every day, she woke up, got dressed, and walked to her workplace. As usual, you push the door to your workplace. You thought you were really lucky to find a job here. When you first decided to accept the recruiting letter you got from the MI6, you thought that the Russians would be less accepting of foreigners. But your co-workers are nice, so nice even, that you forget you are here to spy on them. Of course, some men have a misplaced opinion on a middle-aged woman living alone in a foreign country, but this makes you definitely happier than mourning in England all your life. Because at least here, you are doing something significant. Walk up to your desk. Go into your desk in the center of the room, already filled with papers of all sorts. Mostly newspapers, French press, English tabloids, German newspapers, and Danish reports. You decide to lean back in your seat before handing in your work to your boss. Every article is translated. My tasks are done. You had to stay a bit late. Okay? Excuse me, sir, I could not complete everything today. I ought to finish the remaining one tomorrow. Go home early. Okay. Should I be late or go home early? I'm assuming something bad happens if I choose one of these, meaning the other option could potentially save me from it, and I don't know. Listen, we're going to be an efficient spy, okay? Every article is translated, my tasks are done, alright? I had to stay a bit late, which I hate, but let's say I did that, okay? Why, you're always on time for the deadline, and what? Oh no, that was a bad choice? I'm sorry, I will do them right away. Wait. I thought I finished my work. Stay a bit longer before going home. Or the 2 remaining ones were specialized articles about military actions and the vocabulary is quite complex. Wait, did I misunderstand? Oh my god, this is starting so well, right? Okay, right. I'll be more efficient tomorrow. I thought I was already efficient. I thought I finished my work, even though it required me staying a bit longer. Alright, whatever. I will do them right away. Let's go with this. I'm a bit confused, I'm sorry, but let's stay a bit longer before going home. Let's make sure the work is done. Once you arrive at home, you put your coat and scarf on the coat rack next to the door. Then you take your shoes off and walk up to your window. What a day! I must not raise suspicion and look as normal as possible, especially around my employer. Was I suspicious just now? Not finishing work on time? That's me, IRL. I do everything last minute, but I usually finish on time. Somehow. Don't ask me how I do it. Lost in thoughts, you knit your brows. After a while, you end up looking at the sky. It now has bluish and pinkish colors. You move your eyes down and gaze at the street. The lampposts are on. Passers-by walk on the pavement. Some have suits and briefcases. Others are just wearing plain clothing. You remember this is no time to daydream and go sit at your desk. What am I going to do? Like, relay the information that I gathered today? After this daydreaming moment, you sit on the chair in front of your desk. You take a look at the papers displayed on it. Articles from the Tovarish, translations here and there, notes on scrap paper, newspapers, magazines, a letter, pens and round-shaped glasses. Everything shows that you are a lady looking for something. What? Everything shows that you are lady looking for something. Is that a phrase that I've never heard of? That sounded a bit weird. I don't know. A letter. The letter you are always waiting for. It has to come from the MI6. Open the letter. Alright, we have letters. I hope we burn them afterward because this is some serious evidence lady. If you are caught with this, you are dead. Dear Agent Wilson, we ask you to send the inquiry you're working on in 2 days. We know how serious you are and the job you do is always on point. We are conscious that doing such a thing is risky, but we know your ability to work in the shadows. Still, be careful. Yours, MI6. You immediately go to work after you finished reading. Gosh, just after work, more work. You take the time to collect all the information you have and focus on your work. You hold your 2 pages and proofread what you wrote one last time, only to complete it with the 3rd page. You postpone, folded it, and put it in an envelope to the next day. The clock displays 9:30 p.m. You have finished your research for the day. You move away from your desk. You have the rest of the evening to relax in your flat. Walk around in your living room, go to the kitchen, walk towards the bathroom, go to bed. Okay, so this is getting me stressed already. So I'm probably gonna replay this game many times anyway, so I'm just going to try, and I'll just go into this with my intuition and I'll do whatever. I'll try not to be too scared. Alright, walk around in your living room. Your room is as tidy as ever except for your desk. The bookshelf near it has been tidied recently, and the strong wooden door keeps your wardrobe professional. Some plants here and there have been watered this morning. Look at your bookshelf. Take a look in your wardrobe. Go to the bathroom. Walk to the kitchen. I want to look at the bookshelf. I'm curious. Okay, you walk up to your bookshelf. Among the various books from English-speaking authors and Russian-English dictionaries, there's still an old photo book with pictures of your wedding. We don't want to dwell in the past. Alright, what would I want to look in my wardrobe? Let's go, let's do it. The wardrobe is as tidy as ever. You did not take much clothing to Russia since you are mainly wearing your working suit. You do have several pairs of shoes and a coat, along with Sunday clothing and pajamas. Jacob, yeah, sure. Give me my pajamas. You take your favorite nightgown out of the wardrobe. Cool. Let's go to... Do I go to the kitchen? Do I get to grab a snack for the night? Your kitchen is just big enough for a table. You decided you would put the TV in the kitchen to stay focused whenever you work at your desk. You do not hate the yellowish color of the room. It's very yellow. It is very yellow. You wish you could switch it up sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. Eat something, sit at the table. Can I sit at the table and eat something? Sit at the table. You always keep a pitcher and a glass of water on your table. You kept that one tablecloth from your grandmother as a memory of England. I want to turn on the TV. There is a romantic... No! I wanted information of some sort. Whatever. Go grab something to eat. I'm hungry. I've been working all day. And even after work, I've been working. Take an apple from the fruit bowl. Heat yourself a bowl or soup. Is it... Was it... Whatever. Let's go with soup. You heat up your vegetable soup. You take a spoon and a yogurt. And a yogurt, I guess. Alright, oh, no, I almost went back to the living room. I don't want to do that. Let's go to the bathroom, I guess. I guess this is just our night routine, right? This is not super important. Oh, yeah, take a shower, remove your makeup. Okay. The bathroom to this flat is small, only a bathtub and a toilet. You struggled to find space for your makeup and bath products. The first time you got here, you did ask a fellow spy to help you build a shelf above the sink. Yeah, I'm experiencing the same thing with my cave. It really does feel like a cave sometimes. Let's remove our makeup, I guess, for starters. You take off your makeup and... Hold on. Oh no. Should I have taken a shower first? I would have thought you take your makeup, you take off your makeup first. I don't know, I don't put that much makeup, to be honest, and most of the time I just sleep with it, and it always ends up being a mess. Anyway, we skipped to a shower. That's okay, I hope. Let's go to bed. You close the curtains and slip in your comfy bed. It is a nice feeling to get under the sheets after a long day at work. Put your glasses on and read the newspaper before sleeping. You decide to fall asleep right away. Is this important? I will keep asking this question, like, for the whole game. Let's go with the newspaper. I hope we get some information from this because the TV really didn't help. Huh? Oh, nice! This is Russian. This is Russian. And give me English. Oh no. Khrushchev opens in Egypt. Nikita Khrushchev on the right, this guy right here, and this guy on the left. I'm assuming this is him. Oh wait, you probably can't see my cursor. It's fine. Egyptian president wanted to build a larger dam and needed financial assistance to do so. The United States of America. America!
Make hamburger country! Nice.
Were the first to propose assistance, but some months later withdrew the offer for diplomatic reasons. Oh, a way of safety. Wait, huh? How do you read this newspaper? Adopt a pet! Now that is interesting. I actually like how there's an announcement, just like in a newspaper. This is very well done. Okay, you fall asleep after reading. Enlightened by the morning sun, your flat is now bathed in gold lighting. You yawn and wake up. You put your clothes on, take a breakfast, a typical British tea with marmalade on toast. After that, you brush your teeth, put your coat on, and leave the residence. 8:30. There's no one in the streets. You can see a cat looking for some food in a garbage can, and shop owners are getting ready to open their shops. Some men smoking cigarettes are going to work. Luckily, the streets are not too crowded. You arrive to the building where you work. Okay. The clock rings 9 in the morning. You open the door. Your boss and 2 of your colleagues are already in the workspace. I can greet my boss or walk up to my colleagues. I'll greet my boss. Why not? Just say hello to the whole room. Why won't you? You greet your boss. He nods back to you. Good morning, Miss Wilson. Ready for today? You notice him staring at your chest. You are wearing a beautiful black shirt made of silk. You stutter before mumbling that you are ready. Okay, I don't like this guy. You move to your office. I should have gone to the colleagues. Shit. Once in your office, you take out the notes you worked on yesterday. You are still bothered by your boss' behavior from earlier. Yeah, we're gonna avoid him from now on, alright? He is consistently being inappropriate towards the female workers. Even a woman your age, being 52, apparently is not old enough to avoid harassment. A man should not behave that way. Yeah, nobody should behave that way. And yeah, as a woman, I strongly relate to this. It's just sad. And if I could slap that dude, let me do it, alright? You try to get rid of that thought to focus on what you have to do. Plans for today include completing some translations, starting to work on a British article, proofreading, and writing your opinion on the grammar for another article. As always, you listen to your colleagues' small talk to gather useful intel. Yes. When the clock on your desk marks 6:30 p.m., you clock out, gather your notes, and leave the building. The streets are a lot busier than this morning. You notice families taking strolls, workers coming in and out of various buildings with an intelligible Russian commotion to cap it all. You take the shortest route to your flat, as having this many people around you does not make you feel comfortable. Oh yeah, I hate crowds too. Relatable. You are tired, but you have something important to do. You put your briefcase down in front of your door. Huh? You unlock the door swiftly. The night is coming. The sky has the exact same bluish and pinkish colors as yesterday. You turn around, take the briefcase back inside. You lean towards your desk. You look at all the papers displayed in disarray. You see a newspaper, take the post-its, some worksheets, your rusty pencil case, and put them neatly together. Suddenly, before going out, the phone starts ringing. I'm being suspicious here. If I click on the newspaper, will I have the chance to pick up the phone? Because I feel like the phone call is more important right now. The way this is written, it suggests that I can totally pick up the phone later, but I'm just... Let's go with the phone. You answer the phone. Wilson here. Who am I talking to? Wilson here. Is that you, Andre? Who am I talking to? We're not sure it's this guy. So, who am I talking to? Hi, Jane. It's Andre. Andre Ivanov. Still okay to meet at the cafe? Oh, Andre! Yeah, I'll be ready in a few minutes. I'll be there at 7 p.m. Okay, fine. See you. See you! Alright, it was Andre. Who's that? You put down the phone, take your belongings, and close the door behind you. The street is almost dark, while the night has not fallen yet. The street lamps are still without light. The cafe is not far from your flat, just a few turns and crosses. Black Fox is written in white on black wood. You see through the glass windows that the main room is almost full. As usual, the room is almost full of men. They are smoking cigarettes or pipes, and though you can't see many women, those you can see are smoking as well. In the middle, a man is sitting by himself. This man's mustache looks familiar. You open the door. Are we talking to Mustache Man? You open the door and see a waiter bringing 2 glasses of whiskey to the table at the back of the room. You see Andre in front of you, a little on the left. He smiles at you. Jane, glad to see you again. Hi, Andre. Smile at him. It's been a while, so good to see you again. Should we smile at him? How friendly are we? Are we even friends? Who's this guy? I have so many questions. He smiled to me, I'll smile back, I guess. I don't trust him, but let's go. Andre is known to be really handsome. His brown hair might be white on some strands, but his pale green eyes and mustache rounds him up to be the perfect 50 years old gentleman. He's wearing his suit with a jacket, looking proper as always. Is this a date? Or is this a business meeting? When is this? You pull the chair and sit in front of him. A waiter asks what you want to drink. Glass of water, please. A coffee, please. Nothing for me, thanks. You know what? I'm gonna go with nothing because I feel like if I take a drink, it might be poisoned or something. Poisoned or drugged. Don't trust this Andre, I don't trust the waiter, I don't trust this game. So, nothing for me, thanks. Andre has a stern look on his face. Because I don't want to drink coffee? What's up? What's wrong with you? He's chopping up his sentences a bit more than usual. What's wrong? I found some interesting information. We heard a sensitive conversation from a phone box from a kid named Luca. I couldn't find more information on the kid other than his name, which makes sense for his mission. He's supposed to assassinate who you know. I don't know. The target is supposed to take the plane in 2 days, though the time of his flight is unknown for security reasons. How did you get this information? Is it reliable? What else do you know about the mission? I don't know. I'm gonna ask if he found out anything else, but looks like he doesn't know anything more than what he just told me. He literally said I couldn't find more information on the kid. Oh wait, on the kid. But what about the mission? Huh. He does have information. Okay. It took a while to dissect all the weapons records from all the shops in town, but one thing did check out. A kid in his 20s bought a silencer gun, but the American model. I trust you know this is the most popular gun among American agents. He slides a picture on the table being in a corner allows for the picture to be hidden to the other customers. Good. Yeah, it makes sense. Steering civil war isn't good for politics. They rather make it look like an American act. Very smart. Oh yeah, it's very sus. You think for a while. You hold your chin, elbow on the table, looking up at the green laps on the cafe. This is very sensitive information. As you are aware, I need to report to my superior, but we need more. This place is not secure enough. Read the part in the MI6 letter that mentions being careful to prove your point, or you show Andre the MI6 letter, your notes, and the sheet where you wrote what he just said. I don't want to give away too much. Like I said, I don't know enough about this guy, and I feel like showing him my notes and sheets and stuff might be too much, so I'll just be like, here's what the MI6 said. This guy might be completely innocent, but listen, I've been screwed over by games like this a lot of times. I think I have a right to be paranoid. Alright, read the part in the MI6 letter that mentions being careful to prove your point. They said to be careful, I'm being careful. I know. We all need more. All I know is that Luca is good. How is he good? Which means he is not alone. The few intel we got is already so precious I hardly believe the coincidence. Anyway, I'll phone you again if there's progress on the situation. Thank you, I'll look forward to our partnership. Or I look forward to your call then. I'll say I look forward to our partnership. It puts a distance between us. do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm afraid that the second option means that we are closer than I would like, so I'll go with the partnership. Okay, when you get out of the cafe, the night had fallen. The streets are empty, except for the one cat you could see running away in the distance. Poor cat. The street lights make the street look ethereal? Almost dreamy. You walk back to your flat, lost in thoughts. You cannot decide if you should be thinking about your work or let the romantic atmosphere slip in your thoughts. You smell a I don't know this word, of men perfume mixed with cigarettes. It does not smell nice per se, but it does remind you of England. You walk up the streets instinctively. You do not even pay attention to your surroundings, as if your spy training disappeared all of a sudden. Your body even feels lighter. Your ears plays the sweetest violin sound, and just as your imagination was rushing you to your husband's loving arms, you arrive in front of your building. Okay. The alarm sets off at 7 a.m. sharp. You rise out of bed reluctantly and drag your feet to the window. It is still dark outside. You can still see the Cepheus constellation, your favorite. Okay, cool. It might be a bit cliche for a girl to like stars that much, but you always thought that the constellations you can see all year long were pretty together. Cepheus, king of Ethiopia in Greek mythology, his wife Cassiopeia, their daughter Andromeda, a lot less boring than Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, whose name are really not romantic. I do like stars, and I do like Greek mythology, which might not sound like it since I couldn't read any of these names properly, but enough daydreaming. You go to your kitchen, you need a solid breakfast for today. English breakfast. Trademark. English breakfast, TM. Always include tea. Hot, but not too hot. Toast, obviously. 1 is not enough. 3? Too much. Not that you care about your weight, but butter and strawberry jam sometimes get heavy on your stomach. Okay, you take your time reading the newspaper before getting dressed up. You hurry to the bathroom. I feel like ignoring the newspapers might lead to a bad ending. I suddenly get that feeling. I kind of regret not picking the newspaper from earlier because that call ended up being useless. It was just like, oh, are we still meeting? Yeah. We could have skipped that. It wouldn't have affected the fact that we did meet with Andre. So, yeah, this time I will take my time reading the newspaper. I feel like they might give information to our character that will be important for later decisions. So let's go. School massacre in Germany. Oh no. Murderer attacks teachers and pupils. Oh no. Ooh, spy unmasked. Okay. So the school massacre thing is just part of the newspaper, right? But the information that I need right now is this spy thing. Right? Last night, around 11 p.m., the KGB unmasked a spy who had been residing in our country for several months, working actually for the United States to transmit crucial information to harm us. The man in his 40s, whose name will be kept secret, had already been followed for several weeks by the police on suspicion of espionage, and was finally arrested yesterday afternoon following a telephone call with his boss that had been filtered by the KGB. The man was placed in detention and is not ready to leave. We are in danger. There wasn't any information that I think in the first newspaper page there wasn't any relevant information. I think that's why I kind of skipped the thing. But this unmasked spy thing might be important actually. And we need to be careful. You get up and walk to the bathroom to get dressed. Okay, getting ready in the morning tends to get boring, especially when you wear the exact same outfit every day. Today is not work day, yet you wear your work outfit. Why? You also put the same makeup on, but that part is not a problem. A woman your age knows what makeup suits her the best. Though sometimes you miss getting dressed up, but that's not important right now. You should get to trying your shoelaces and do it properly. You should get to tie in your shoelaces and do it properly. It is now 8:30 a.m. and right on time you grab your purse and head out. Where are we going? People going to work or walking their dog are wearing sunglasses. The sun is so bright today. The sun is always making you smile even if you are not having the best of rest days. Sure, you have to go to the doctor for your back problems, but that's no fun. You think you have way more urgent matters, like your meeting with Andre, for example. Again? Let's get going. Go to the doctor! Turn right to the shopping street. Maybe you can find new plants for your flat there. You rather turn on the left to take a walk in the park. Let's go to the park. You walk towards the park nearest to your house, your favorite. Ironically called, I don't know how to read that. Oh, Liberty Park. It is always a pleasant walk, and the doctor did say to have your back loosened up before the appointment. Yeah. You breathe the fresh air beneath the trees. You rise up your head to look at the sky. Though blinded by the morning sun at first, you can see birds making circles. The height of the trees makes you dizzy. They are majestic, but tall, very tall. Then you realize your blood probably rushed to your head as you looked up, and that is why you are feeling dizzy. Yeah. That happens sometimes. Still, you feel happy. You were about to start whistling when you notice 2 of your colleagues. Oh, listen in. Hide behind a tall tree and eavesdrop on their conversation. Usually you do not really talk to your colleagues outside of work because they probably have much better things to do than chat with you about plants, books, England, or toasts. Anyway, you continue on walking like they are not here and you absolutely don't know them. This is what I do with 99% of the people I know. Just because I get anxious? I don't know. I see a person that I recognize and I'm like, oh, nope. Changing sidewalks right now. They slow down once they are close to you. At this point, you are mentally preparing for a conversation. No! You plan on making this short. Yes, definitely. Make it short. Fancy seeing you here, Jane. I didn't know we all took today off. Oh, hi, Katya. I think it's not exactly a secret, but I think most of you on this channel don't know. Katya is actually my name. Yeah, well, I had to. I've been putting off my doctor's appointment for my back for a while and it's getting worse. John is not particularly chatty, usually. He rarely ever says hello. No one takes offense anymore, since except maybe to your director, he's not particularly polite. Oh no. Thus, whenever he actually says something, he tends to startle everyone with his deep baritone voice. You never thought about getting a more practical job, like a job where you go to a lot of different places and meet people and listen to what they say? That would be better for your back than sitting in a chair, wouldn't it? You were not really expecting this question. This is really specific? This is kind of what being a spy is, isn't it? Your back hurting? Probably, I don't know, I'm no spy. No, he can't possibly know that I'm a spy. Oh, she thought he was suspecting. He can't possibly know that I'm a spy. Or could he? No, I think you're just being paranoid, Jane. I don't think he was suspecting you just now. Calm down, Jane. Did I leave a note on my desk? You know you write too many notes, but you are so anxious sometimes you feel like you forget information. Your thoughts are interrupted by John, who apparently didn't finish his sentence. Like a saleswoman? See? All is good. You cannot help but let out a sigh. Now you're acting sus. You have to remember the training you had. Do not panic. Yep, that's like the first giveaway. You keep chatting like you were not panicking a few seconds ago. That's me trying to cover up my social anxiety. As usual, chatting with Katya and John is not the most entertaining. Not that you would know, because you always end up daydreaming in the middle of the conversation, or listening to your surroundings when you are best awake. So Jane, what are your plans for this weekend? I don't really know yet. I'm just going to meet with my date for, you know, some spying conversations. You try to shorten up the conversation. It is getting late and you mention being hungry as an excuse to leave. You say goodbye to your colleagues, let out a sigh and walk out of the park. This is precisely why you do not want to talk to people you work with outside of work. Is it normal that I'm relating more and more to this 50-year-old woman? Sometimes I do joke about being an old soul, but I might just be. You wander the street for a bit, thinking about how you should be more careful around these people. They seem to be quite the nosy type. Yeah. When you watch Rings 12 o'clock... When you're what? There are a lot of typos with you and your. When your watch rings 12 o'clock, you decide to go grab something to eat at the Black Fox. Isn't that the cafe we were at earlier? You enter the cafe. The strong scent of hot beverage mixed with the stuffed smell of a furnace makes you feel at ease. You sit down near the window and order food. You ask for tea with chocolate cake. Yes. Once you have your drink and food, lost in thoughts, you're not aware that you are going to meet someone who is going to change your life. You are going to meet Gilbert Brunet. What? Crossover! Oh no! What? Okay, what is this about? Wait, I thought we were meeting with Andre. Did I misunderstand? I don't know, I'm confused. I'm generally confused. Anyway, Gilbert, I'm just going to say his name that way, okay? Gilbert and Jane have a lot more in common than they thought. How did they meet? Did they know each other in the first place? What is happening? Upon meeting her, Gilbert thought she was a witty woman, but such a pleasant company. Witty is great. Upon meeting him, Jane thought he reminded her of her husband. That maybe if they had a son, she wishes he would have been a fine fellow, such as Gilbert. Gilbert being rather the chatty type, he ended up asking about her thoughts on the Cold War. We don't talk about Cold War, no. We don't talk about the war, no. The way her speech sounded so automated made all the more confusion between the two. However, this confusion clears off when Jane learns that Gilbert is a student in journalism. She thought that a young man from Europe might be the best person to talk to about her current situation. She asks Gilbert if he can come to her house to talk about it. Are you sure about that? Are you... I mean, Gilbert being the other protagonist in this game, I guess he's fine. But I feel like we shouldn't just let anybody into our house. I don't know, this sounds dangerous. I'm just being suspicious of everyone and everything, and I think I'm right about doing that. Okay, Gilbert being his curious self, he accepts right away. Alright, just Don't kill me, please. They walk together, having small talk about the climate and Russia, their favorite coffee and such. Once they climb up the stairs to Jane's flat, the mood changed drastically. They both sat in the kitchen, the air being tense all around them. Why? Jane poured them both a glass of water and started talking about the situation. Jane explains that something huge is going on. She says a phone conversation has been intercepted, and after further research with the help of the MI6, they learned that there was a plot to assassinate Khrushchev. Oh yeah, that's the guy from the first newspaper. Oh, interesting. Are we getting this part? Like, are we getting this narration? Because I did look at those two newspapers. Would I have an additional information than this if I opened the second newspaper? I'm so curious. Oh, I can't wait to replay this because I wanna spot the differences, like according to the choices you make. Gilbert is utterly shocked. He just met I'm sorry, this is so funny to me. He just met a member of the MI6. He's living the war from the inside. Huh? He just met a member of the MI6. Huh? Eager to know more, he asks several questions. Is he going to snitch on us? Isn't your house bugged? What do you mean bugged? I sure hope not. I check every day, but you never know. Are you looking for the glitches in the Matrix? So, about the assassination. How can we prevent it? This is a weird conversation. You sure want to be of help. I'm glad I confided in you about this, Gilbert. Jane hands Gilbert a paper. Ooh, Luca has a brother around 25. He bought an American gun. Don't trust anyone. I mean...
We don't do that here.
Plane to Pitsunda. Try to find connections to the president. Okay. Jane takes a paper out, writes down the basic info for Gilbert to carry out his research. She adds that because he is new, he won't raise suspicions as easily as she would. I'm counting on you, kid. Be careful. Okay. 2 days later, somebody knocks on your door. You open the door. You get stabbed. Oh no. Both Jane and Gilbert try to find a way to contact the president or someone close because the MI6 gave them this responsibility. Jane tried to contact other Jane tried to contact other fellow spies, but most of their lines were dead. Even Andre, her correspondent on this matter, was the only one to answer the phone. Gilbert brought his friend Connor along, a friendly redhead who knew a lot of people. They decided they would meet at Jane's flat one more time to decide the course of action they should take. I don't like having all these men at my place. I just really don't like it. They first thought about telling the government, but since Brezhnev almost completely controls the party now, it was not such a good idea. No one knew if this plot was made to benefit Brezhnev or not, and they did not want to take any risks. I'm so sorry for butchering all these Russian names. I genuinely don't know how to read them, so I don't know. I just improvise. Jane, Gilbert, Connor, and Andre sat around a glass of vodka. Desperate times call for drastic measures, after all. Jane mentioned the connection to one of Khrushchev's bodyguards. Okay, so this is the guy that they're trying to assassinate, right? Okay. Jane was flipping through the phone book to find her colleague's uncle's name. There are way too many people named Ivanov with a father called Sergei in Moscow. Okay, fortunately, Andre has resources. Okay. They found both his address and phone number. They wanted to celebrate. Everything was going to be crystal clear from now on. However, the hardest part is yet to come. Jane was getting ready to meet with the bodyguard. Andre was rushing to his place with Connor to put together a file with the sufficient proofs to persuade the bodyguards to do something about Khrushchev's safety. Gilbert was phoning several people trying to reach Luca, the rumored killer, by chance. They set a meeting time at 4 p.m. sharp that same day, hoping the bodyguard would come. And he did come. Luckily for them, he spoke a little English, which made the conversation a lot easier. After introducing himself as Ilya Sergeyevich Ivanov, Andre was the first one to speak. He explained the situation for the 1000th time. Showing pictures, transcriptions of phone conversations, records, Ilya was a bit startled by the amount of proofs the makeshift group of spies had. He asked to borrow a phone. After 10 minutes on the phone, he says, "Going to stop killer. Go home. Not your problem anymore." Really? Really, sir? I don't know if I can believe you. He then took all the proofs and left. Andre followed him closely. Jane asked the two boys if they wanted tea. This is just a happy, casual day. Oh, several days later, Khrushchev was replaced at the head of the government by Brezhnev. Khrushchev died of a heart attack 7 years later, at the age of 77. Okay? As for Jane, she got dismissed from her spy position for acting against orders and sharing confidential information with I told you that was a bad idea! She also got fired from her job because she did not come to work during the week of the event. Excuse me. What? She could stay at her flat for another 6 months, but after that she had nowhere to go. Gilbert felt so guilty about Jane's situation, so when he was about to come back to France, he asked if Jane wanted to come with him. The both of them then went to Orléans. Are you kidding me? Don't tell me I reached the ending already. Gilbert completed his degree before going back to France. With that, he decided to try to become a modern history teacher at the University of Orléans. Gilbert introduced Jane to his family, told them everything about what they lived together. What? I didn't have time to read! What happened? No! Can I refresh this? I didn't have time to read. Next. Good ending? Wait. What? Good ending? That's what people call a happy ever after. I didn't have time to read. I didn't have time to read that. No. I didn't even get to read my happy ending. That was a happy ending? It sounded like a disaster to me. But at least we didn't end up dead, I guess. No. Okay, well let me replay it. I think I'm gonna speedrun. No! I can't replay it? I can't replay the game because I had the good ending? Wait, I didn't know this was a thing. I thought I could just replay the game as much as I wanted. Can I play again? Please? No! No! Okay, well, I wanted to unlock all the endings because I'm very curious. But what do you do if you want to play with the other character? Hold on, I'm gonna go ask the developers.
2 seconds later.
Okay, so I just sent a message to the developers. While we're here, I just want to say this was great. I still can't believe that they made a whole ass game. How cool is that? I'm just overall impressed. I really like this. I mean, it was supposed to be short, but I think there could have been more storylines, and honestly, I don't really understand how I got this good ending because I felt like messing up at all times. I think I just got lucky. But also, yeah, I don't really understand how the choices I made had any impact on the ending that I got. Like, I legitimately don't know how you could possibly mess up the game. I think they told me that there are 4 bad endings. I need to check again to make sure, but I think there are many bad endings and 1 neutral ending, I think, and then there's this 1 good ending. I'm happy because I thought the best I could get was the neutral ending. I do wonder if ignoring the newspapers can have a consequence on the ending, because the newspapers had information in them and I skipped 1 because I thought the phone call would be more important, but looks like having 2 informations out of 3 was enough. I win, I guess. And I think I'm gonna stop here for now. I will wait to see if I can eventually play the game again and try to go with other decisions and try to figure out how you get a bad ending.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we're back. I have some coffee now. I'm definitely ready to mess things up. Let's go. Continue. English. I am a red sentence. Okay, so we're back. So this time I'm gonna try to 1, ignore the newspaper pages, and 2, try to talk to the colleagues like way more and try to get closer to Andre. And I don't know, I'll try to do basically the opposite of everything I did to see where it leads us. I'm curious to see if I get a neutral ending or if I get a bad one, and I'm curious to know what is considered a bad ending. I assume that the guy does get assassinated at the end. That's a bad ending. Maybe we get assassinated. That's a bad ending. Maybe we survive, but we are caught as being a spy. That's a bad ending. I don't know. We'll see. So I have confirmed that there are actually 2 bad endings per route. That's why I remembered the 4 endings. But no, for this route with Jane, it's only 2 bad endings and 1 neutral one. Okay, she was always smiling. Great. Is there a way I can skip this? No? Okay, I have to wait for the text. I wish I could skip this like faster, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so last time I said I had to stay a bit late. See, that's why I got confused, because the line is like, every article is translated, my tasks are done, you had to stay a bit late. Okay, yeah, I guess that's a bad look. Sorry, that's my bad. I completely misunderstood this line. It's okay. I'll go home early, I guess. I'll just be like, I didn't have time to finish. Fuck you. We'll see. I don't know if this counts as a bad thing, but I'm here to mess things up. So yeah, let's not finish our work and go home early. I wish I could do that every day. Oh, the boss is happy with this one? Alright, put your sheets on my desk, then you're free to leave for the day. I expected him to be mad. Why was he mad about me staying up a bit late but finishing the work, as opposed to, well, procrastinating, you know, and leave the work for the day after? I'm still confused about this. It's fine. You nod your head and gather your belongings. On the way back home, you notice a man in a phone box talking quietly. Is it Luca? According to Andre, I think it was Luca, the phone box. You're trying to make up some words from his conversation, walk back home. Interesting. Okay, there are new choices. I'm gonna try to hear the conversation. This is definitely the more dangerous option, but let's go with this. Oh no! Wait! Oh, okay. We have the translation. I panicked for a while. I was like, oh no, I won't be able to read this. What? Bitsunda? That's the place of what? The assassination? Oh, the plane was supposed to get there, I think. I heard from Alexei, the current first secretary, Khrushchev, is going there in a few days. Lucky me, this is precious intel. Yeah! So I guess this time we get this information and not Andre? Ugh, I couldn't hear what he bought. What he bought? What would a kid his age even buy at the Red Armory? Oh, the gun! Yeah, okay. It's definitely the gun. I'll sit down on this bench with my scarf on, trying to look as old and unsuspicious as possible. I couldn't get much, but I need to tell Andre. He might know something. Yeah, he'll complete this piece of information. Quickly write what you heard on the sticky note. After you're done writing everything down, you go back home. Okay, so man, blonde, tall, brown eyes, good looking, seems safe. Seen in the Red Armory shop, unclear, had a phone conversation with maybe a partner in crime, suspected to plan Khrushchev's murder. Go back home. Once you arrive at home, you put your coat and scarf. Oh yeah, this is a part. Okay, so I definitely missed something by staying up late. I thought maybe by staying up late at work, I would avoid some bad situation, but this was actually an important piece of information that I missed by staying up late at work. Interesting how it didn't really affect my route, actually, because I did end up getting the good ending. Again, I'm very curious to see what choices were important, like that could heavily affect the ending you get. So we're going to the desk, doing some work again. We open the letter. It's the MI6. Yes. Oh, should we just go to bed? Oh wait, no, where was the newspaper? Oh wait, yes, right. I'm ignoring the newspapers, so let's just go to bed immediately. I don't read the newspaper. I decide to fall asleep right away. But hold on, I just realized the first choice was actually a good choice. So if I wanna get a bad ending, I shouldn't have had that information. So that was a good thing to know, but if I want a bad ending, I think I'm gonna replay and try to get the worst ending possible. Like, be a terrible spy. You know, staying up late at work so I don't hear the conversation. Or, you know, I could still leave work early and just go home and not hear the conversation. I ignore the newspapers and I talk too much to the colleagues. We'll see. We're back to the workplace, and this time I'll go to the colleagues, to Katarina. Wait, her name changed. Wasn't it Katya and John? Okay, you ask if your colleagues slept well and end up having small talk. Talking with Katya. Is that like a nickname or something? I don't know. Well, and John is not the funniest. Yeah, we get it. They're super boring people. They are both married and tend to talk about the last achievement of their children. It always makes you a little sad that they are not being very considerate of your status as a widow. You still have to go greet your superior and decided to go together. He smiled at your small group, saying, "Good morning, everyone. Do your best, please." Okay. He wasn't a creepy perv this time. You all walk together to your desks. Okay. We have the support of other people. Probably because there's John, you know, a man with us. Okay, so we're doing the work. So newspaper, still ignoring it. Is that you, Andre? That I took the other option earlier. Yeah, I'm calling you to know when we are meeting at the cafe, and basically the same dialogue. Okay, so I just realized that in the first playthrough, I was like, oh, I want to put distance between me and this Andre guy, but I did smile at him. What happens if I'm like, oh, it's been a while? I mean, we're not being impolite or unpleasant. We're like, so good to see you again. And I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how all of this affects my playthrough, and I just don't know. It is driving me crazy. Okay, so this time I'm going with the coffee since I am drinking coffee right now. Coffee. Andre has a stern look. Okay, this didn't change. Last time I asked about the mission. How did you get this information? Is it reliable? Of course I do. I have connections with a lot of spies. You would never lie to me, would you? Why are you asking me this? You would never lie to me, would you? Oh, I would if needed be. Stop joking and tell me more. Start laughing. Just nervous laugh. Sure. Do you know more about his mission? I'm gonna take the first option. Definitely sounds sus. S-U-S, you're sus. Okay, when you gave us the Red Armory info, we sent a spy to grill the owner. Did this change? I think I might have not paid enough attention the first time because I didn't pick up on the fact that we were the ones to give him the information about the Red Armory thingy. I thought he was the one to come up with this gun story. Anyway, I'm just discovering more and more things right now. Okay, this time I will give him everything. He didn't betray us on the first playthrough. He actually was a good help, I think. I still suspect him for some reason. I show him the letter, the notes, the sheets, everything. Great, interesting. Keep that around for the MI6 though. They love that kind of things. Anyway, take care. It's great to work with you, Jane. He smiles at you. I cringe every time he smiles at me. I don't like that. Stop it. Smile back or thank you for your info. Thank you, I guess. Okay, nighttime. Let's hurry to the bathroom. Still ignoring the newspapers. Let's hurry to the bathroom. Head out. Ooh, should I try to the colleagues again? Or should I go to the shopping street? I forgot the options already. Was there a way for me to give away too much info? I don't remember. Let's do the park again.
2 seconds later.
Huh? I'll talk to you later. For now, I have to leave or I will be late. Follow them. Wait a second. Was this an option earlier? Or did it unlock just because I talked to them at the workplace in this playthrough? I don't remember. Curse my memory. I don't remember because I feel like I would have noticed if it says follow them because I'm definitely doing so right now. Yeah, let's follow them. You follow the two suspicious men. You try to look as normal as possible, but they took an exit you are not very familiar with. They seem to be walking in a straight line for now. Good. The British man does not seem really happy to follow the other one. They walk through poorer districts until they arrive to the ruins of a building that just burned down. What is going on? Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. I thought we were following the colleagues. What is this? I should have read that paragraph. I'm so stupid. He can't possibly know that I'm a spy, or could he? Wait, is this normal? This is... I'm very confused. I don't know. I think this is not supposed to happen, but let's just ignore it for now. Both men are standing in the rubble. You stay as close as possible, hidden behind the corner of a rundown grocery store. The Russian man starts talking. You set your brain in Russian mode, concentration on 100%. This had to be as clear as English to you, as it might be important. Do you know why I brought you here? No, I don't know. Don't lie, Agent B39. We know who you are. B39, he's new. I never heard that code. But considering your own, the code system and the date, that sounds plausible. Okay. You hear trampling, but it would be too risky to look. You are so close to them, they would see you. Instead, you stay hidden and try to calm your breath. Suddenly, the accused screams, "What are you doing? Why? I was asked to get rid of you." I'm sorry, but I told you I'm no spy. I'm just a British man on vacation here. Put your weapon down, please. This is so funny. So we did read an entry in the newspaper about an agent, a spy, supposed spy, being caught. And this is the guy.
No.
Intervene, pretend you are the man's wife to save him, run and give your information to your superiors. Oh, I feel like it would be an instant bad ending if I intervene, but I so want to do it right now. Let's do that. Hey, dear husband, what are you doing here? Are you about to get killed perchance? You get close to the British man, as if you were his wife. What a pleasant surprise, Jane Wilson. Huh? Why does this man know your name? Who is he? Either way, you decide to keep up the act to try and save this fellow spy. I was hoping to get rid of Agent B39. I was not expecting Agent J33 to show up as well. Oh no, we're in such trouble. I can get rid of you too and get promoted. Thank you. The British man looks at you. How stupid are you, lady? Is what he's probably thinking right now. You try to give him a reassuring look. Yes, because I am so calm right now, totally not panicking on the inside. Shut up. Don't play me. I know who you are. I know what you are. We are honest citizens. We don't want to cause trouble. You both fall on your knees, your hands up. You don't have to do this. Why don't you just arrest us? Because you scum don't deserve a chance to live. What is in your brains is too sensitive. You have to die. You close your eyes. You hope that something would come help you. I don't think that's gonna happen, but one can dream. No! This is the ending screen. I hope I have time to read. You hear footsteps and decide to open your eyes. You see Katya and John walking your way. John moves his head slightly. His face turns deathly pale. Katarina, on his left, stares right at you with a horrified look on her face. A loud noise. There were not many people in the street, but they all left now. Both Katya and John do not appear to be shocked. The Russian man tilts his hat towards them before leaving. You died. This is amazing! Okay, so that's one bad ending. This is great. Oh, that was so awesome. That was so entertaining. I love it. Okay, so intervening in that moment, that was obviously the bad thing to do. So let's try to do this again. What should I do this time? Still talk to the colleagues because I feel like this is what unlocked the path to follow these men. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Did I have the option first? I really don't remember. I hate myself. And this time we'll try not to get ourselves killed. In this instance, I mean, because I need to find out the other way to get a bad ending. Let's go. Bad ending, you failed. Wow, that's so harsh. Yes, I want to retry. Oh, we start here? Ooh, I like the fact that they change colors of the decisions you already made. I am not greeting my boss. Fuck that guy. Okay, we're still going to the park to talk to the colleagues, right? Okay, so yeah, I didn't pay attention just before this. But yeah, there was a new paragraph that I didn't read. I'm so sorry about that. So the conversation with the two colleagues was so boring that we started to pay attention to our surroundings. And the surroundings, for that matter, caught your attention. You heard a familiar accent, the kind of accent British people have when they speak Russian. You right to catch what they are saying? Is there a typo here? Nah. They seem to be... Oh, you're right to catch what they are saying. They seem to be talking about weapons. Just as they were starting to get to the point, they walked too far for you to hear them. So Jane, what are your plans for this weekend? Okay, so this line was in the first playthrough, and now we have the option to follow the two men. So we followed the men, and this time instead of intervening, we just run away and give the information to our superiors. Now let's see where this leads us. You try to run, but your feet get caught in the rubble and you fall face on the ground. You hit your head. Everything around you everything around you gets blurred and dizzy. Oh, I love the effect they did here. You pass out. Did I die again? You hear footsteps and decide to open your eyes. You see Katya and John walking your way. John moves his head slightly. His face turns deathly pale. Katarina, on his left, stares right at you with a horrified look on her face. A loud noise. There were not many people in the street, but they all left now. Oh gosh, you died. I died again. Okay. So definitely don't follow the men. I really thought I would be able to run away. Apparently my legs don't work properly.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Let's try again. Oh, this is so fun. The bad endings are much more fun than the good ending. Retry, yes, I want to know all the ways to die in this game. I hope I don't miss any. We're back at the workplace, so I assume it means that any decision, quote-unquote decision you make before this point in the story doesn't matter. Were there any decisions? I'm actually wondering. I forgot. again. I think it was just like, oh, do you want to go to the living room? Do you want to go to bed and stuff like that? So what do I do here? I think it doesn't really matter at this point because in both instances there's a way to avoid hearing the conversation in the phone box, so I'll just go home early, I guess, come across Luca in the phone box and just choose to walk past it and not hear anything. That's what I'm gonna do. On the way back home, you notice a man in a phone box talking quietly. I walk back. Hold on, why is it purple as if I picked this before? Walk back home. We're still going to ignore the newspapers. So this time, it doesn't really matter again because this time I won't go through the park. I'm going the other way to the shopping area. I forgot what it was called. I wonder what we'll find there. Again, I don't know what the second newspaper is about. The one that I just skipped is about the assassination thingy, and the third newspaper in the game that I read on the first playthrough was about how the agent got killed, right? So that's where we're about to skip right now because that leads to my death no matter what I do. So yeah, just because I don't want to deal with the boss, let's walk up to our colleagues and just skip this whole thing. Just go to the shopping thingy. Oh right, we have the meeting with Andre. I'm tired of talking to this man. So I feel like this doesn't matter either. There doesn't seem to be I don't know. It's really hard to guess what is a significant decision, right? This could not matter at all, and I'm just stressing over here for no reason. So I'm just going to smile at him. Let's be friendly. Give me some flavorless water, please. How did you get this information? I just want to question him and be like, are you sure about what you're saying? Man, I really don't trust you. There's a gun. Great. Just giving you all this stuff. Smile back. Nighttime again. Today is a new day, and we are about to get killed in a new way. We are not reading the newspaper. Okay, so this time, turn right to the shopping street. Maybe you can find new plants for your flat there. Yes, that sounds lovely. Better than getting killed in a rubble of burned down buildings. As you are walking, you notice people that you do not usually see in those streets. Is that a bad thing? Wary that they could be agents, spies, or anything related to the government, you keep walking without looking at them. Good, good. Jane is very careful, that's great. They walk up to you! Oh, no. I disagree. I disagree. Who are these people? I'm scared of clicking. They address you in a very heavy Russian accent, but they speak English. How did they know you are not Russian? Oh no, this doesn't bode well at all. Good morning. Where do you go? Why do you want to know? Who freaking stops people in the middle of the street to ask them where they're going? You're so weird. Good morning, sir. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. Gotta find some new plants for my flat. I'm going to buy flowers, sir. You walk in the flower shop. I feel like I am doomed here. I just got lucky the first time around, and I just avoided all the bad things in the first playthrough, and I feel like this is a dead end. I feel like no matter what I say right now, I will die somehow. So let's just say I'm in a hurry and see how they react. Maybe they'll just shoot me right in the middle of the street. Where are you going? Show papers. Papers, please.
Glory to Estonia! Greatest country of Mother.
Okay, here they are. You show your passport to the man. The man you were talking to whispers in Russian to another man. The three of them then surround you. Oh my god. Oh no. Where am I supposed to click? Oh no. Oh no. Where's my red sentence?
A few moments later.
Thank you so much to the developer for fixing this issue for me. I can finally keep going. So we were, being surrounded. The three of them then surround you. Thank you. Can go. Oh, okay. We're fine? Are you sure we're fine? Are they gonna shoot me when I turn my back? Thank you, can go. Okay. Your legs are still shaky. Those agents looked like they could have harmed you. You make a mental note to be more careful when walking in the streets from now on. You decide to walk into the flower shop to lift up your spirit. Okay, we're fine. That was unexpected. Flower shop. You walk in the flower shop. You take a good look at all the plants here to calm your nerves down. You contemplated buying a Swiss cheese plant, as you still are not over the death of your last one. But decided against it for now, especially since you are starting to get hungry. Hungry? You think you would like to grab something to eat? At the Black Fox. Okay, so we're not picking up plants after all. We took this dangerous path for nothing. Oh, we're meeting Gilbert again. Why do we have to meet him? I mean, yes, he's a good guy, actually. I suspected him the first time around, but, sure, let's go. I wonder if I can change anything here. So he still asks several questions. Jane hands Gilbert a paper. Luca has a brother around 25. He bought an American gun. Don't trust anyone. Plane to Pitsunda. Try to find connections to the president. Did this change? It feels like there's less information. I'm counting on you, kid. Be careful. Which is something I am not doing right now. 2 days later. I don't know why this black screen with the 3 words here. It's so scary. Oh, is this new? Both Jane and Gilbert tried to find a way to contact the president or someone close because it was way too late for the MI6 to act. Jane tried to contact other fellow spies, but most of their lines were dead. Even Andre, her correspondent on this matter, did not answer her. Oh yeah, I remember that the first time around, Andre did answer the calls. He was the only one to answer the calls, actually. Ooh, interesting. Why? What changed? Anxiety grew. Yeah, I can feel it too. They decided they would meet at Jane's flat one more time to decide the course of action they should take. Oh, this is it, guys. I think we are messing this route. It's great. They both sat around a glass of vodka. Remember this detail. Gilbert's friend is trying to contact Connor on the phone. He is a knowledgeable friend of his, but it appears the phone has a problem. We're on our own! So he decided to try and fix it, claiming he has created devices before. Jane laughed at that claim. Why are you making fun of him? Someone knocked on the door. Oh no, we are about to get killed, all of us, in this room. Gilbert kept his hands on the phone while Jane went to open the door. 2 men were standing there. They pushed Jane to enter the room. No. Oh, here it is, guys. Oh no. It was supposed to be the bodyguard, right? For the good ending. Why is my memory so bad? I literally don't remember what I did the first time around. But then again, I really don't understand how I got a good ending to begin with. Oh, they asked something in Russian. Yes, I am Jane Wilson. Why? Other Russian line? Gilbert answered in a very approximative Russian, something along the lines of, Duh, Minya, Gilbert Brunet. Then the tallest of the 2 said to you, oh no. Oh no! This is the ending screen! I don't like it! I mean, this is what I was trying to achieve, so I'm kinda happy, but... he said something, and then the tallest one takes Jane by the arm, while Gilbert runs towards her to check if she's alright. The other man just grabs him by the hair, and the 2 are quickly shoved in a car. They were quickly taken to a plane flying to Paris. They did not say a word during the long flight back to Europe. They did not say a word when they landed in Paris. They did not say a word when Jane took the ferry back to London. They did not say a word when Gilbert took a bus back to Orléans. They never spoke again. Okay. Jane stayed in London in her former flat. She lived a peaceful life as a translator, never to be contacted again by the MI6. Let me read my ending! No! Neutral ending? You did your best, but there's something else you can do. This is not what I was trying to do. I was trying to die. Let me die! So yeah, neutral ending. I didn't have time to read again, but what do I need to do to get the second bad ending? Okay, so let's try again. Okay, so this time we're going to take the first option because I remember the boss was angry at us, right? He was mad at us for having to stay late, so we're gonna do that. And then, hold on. I'm gonna go with the second one. Let's see. Oh, well, that is not what you usually do. I will let it slide because I know that you always work diligently. Sorry to inconvenience you. I do not feel well and wanted to go home early. Let's try this one. Oh, new dialogue. Hold on. Ooh, I feel like we're onto something here. Is there something wrong? What might bother you to the point where you want to leave early? Oh, ask him the tricky questions. Of course not. I am simply overwrought by the articles I had to translate. Because they deal with such a serious topic, I have to take a few moments to pull through. Thank you. Nothing at all. Thank you for your concern. Which one is the most suspicious? I feel like the second one is just like nothing. Don't worry. Thank you for worrying, I guess. Let's go with that one. Alright, see you tomorrow then. I think I was suspicious enough with the boss, so that's a good start. So let's go try to pick up on the conversation. Okay, so that's done. We have all the information. We go back home. We go to bed and see the newspaper. Okay, so this is the first one. We fall asleep. So this is day 2 and we're going to work again. Do we greet the boss? I feel like walking up to him with the colleagues might mean that we are getting along with the colleagues and that would make me less suspicious. I don't know, let's go. Okay. I think that choice is actually matters for when you want to meet the colleagues in the park. So it doesn't really matter for the bad ending that I'm trying to get, aka the one related to the street, to the shopping street. Okay, so we're going to meet Andre, right? But we need to see the newspaper. Okay, and now we have the phone. Is that you, Andre? Okay, see you. You open the door. I'm gonna try not being friendly with him. Okay, nothing from me. We're going back to the paranoid self of the first playthrough. How did you get this information? Is it reliable? Since we know that Andre is actually an ally, he's actually here to help us, right? As we saw in the good ending. We're going to be suspicious of him, kind of. Or we're just going to doubt him and we're not going to be friendly. So how did you get this information? Is it reliable? Okay, and then I'm like, I would lie to you if needed be. Okay, so I'm going to give him all the information. I'm just gonna smile back. Just the awkward thing, you know. We're back home. Last newspaper. So this is the third day. We're going to the shopping street and hopefully something bad happens. I really want to see that bad ending. They walk up to you. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. Ah! Yes! Where are you going? Show papers. Okay, here they are. You show your passport to the man. The man you were talking to whispers in Russian to another man. The 3 of them then surround you. Get her. Oh! Here it is. What? You, Agent Wilson. You try to focus. Deny. Claim that you are but a simple translator that works for a local newspaper. They don't believe you. Oh boy! You have an agent grabbing each of your arms. They walk up several streets Jane does not usually go through. You kept trying to think of a way to escape them. Running was not an option. Calling for help would probably make the situation worse than it already is. You have no option other than waiting. You do not know what they have in store for you. They lead you to a dim lit place. At the center of the room there's a table, 1 chair facing 2 others. The walls are gray, the stagnant The stagnant air in the room makes you feel nauseous. They force you into sitting in the single chair. The men who brought you here leave. 2 men in suits enter the room. They speak Russian, but they speak slowly. Hello, who am I talking to? Oh boy, why would a woman my age spy on the Russian government? I don't know what you are talking about. Ooh. The second one is just the most dismissive one, right? The first option I feel like would give them a reason to hesitate, whereas the second one is just straight up suspicious, you know, just denying the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. We're going with that one. Oh boy! Some Russian line. I'm not a spy. You got the wrong person. They won't ask you any more questions. You have been put in a cell. You do not know when you are getting out. By the way, I've been wondering if there's a secret code or something with the red letters and such. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it. Unless you need to rearrange the letters or something, but I'm too lazy for that. Bad ending. You failed. Oh well, okay, so I guess that's the game. That was the whole game. I am so happy I got the good ending the first playthrough. It was so fun trying to figure out, you know, the variations in the scenario, trying to pick the right decisions to do the wrong thing. It was very fun. I had a blast getting the bad endings. That was the best part in my opinion, just trying to find the ways to mess up the game. So I got arrested, I got killed, I got deported, and I found a new family in the best scenario. I'm very curious to see the story from the perspective of Gilbert. I wonder how it goes on his side. I will play that just out of curiosity. I don't think I will put it up on my channel since, you know, it's in French, but yeah, if you can't speak French, I guess you can just go play it yourself. Again, this game is available for free for everybody to enjoy. The link is in the description, so go ahead and try it and tell me what you get. I think it would also be great support for my classmates and their project. So thank you if you do. Thank you to my classmates, the developers of this game, for giving me the chance to try it out. I sure hope you get a hell of a good grade for this, because you deserve it. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. If you want to support me and send me a tip, there's my Ko-fi page linked in the description. If you have any game suggestion and recommendation, I will take it. I have so many games in store for you guys, but yeah, I'm taking ideas as always, especially if it's a horror-based visual novel, something scary but not too much because I get scared very easily and I'm not trying to have a heart attack. Anyway, thank you all again and goodbye.